Hello, this is Jason Arnold, and this is discussion two for Health Informatics Course 685, and we were to choose four distinct, software requirements or selections from a list and kind of give a detailed description. The first one I chose was Agile methodology. And I'm just gonna grab my paper real quick. An agile methodology is a process of software development that's rooted with detailed adaptive planning, early delivery, and continuous improvement that gives it an ability and responsiveness of changing and adjusting quickly. These principal aspects promote a necessary and desired flexibility because of rapid developments within our changing environment. Because of these rapid changes, software developers and teams lack the confidence of long-term testing and must use newer and better products while adjusting to the speed of changing customer expectations and competitive advancements. If teams cannot adjust accordingly, then they risk becoming antiquated or irrelevant. However, agile methodologies mitigate that risk, or they eliminate that risk by collaborative efforts that guide adapting teams' specific goals and needs through encouragement of early work releases and feedback initiatives within like brainstorming. Even though it's considered a gold standard, it does have its limitations because of the speed and pace at which widespread adoption that facilitates software testers to formulate issues as well as undocumented software more frequently. I think I read that right. This has caused testers to shift their conduction methods, developer working relationships, and testing specifics, all within quality standardization. Also, agile methodologies are contingent upon the internal and external factors within an organization, like size and stakeholder influence, as well as the customers and regulations. So the specific testing methodology and appropriate utilization will depend on the varying needs and goals within that organization. As far as Scrum, that was my next selection. Scrum is a popular agile software testing methodology that embraces a highly useful iterative approach that focuses attention towards the definition of key features and objectives while creating value within risk reduction. Scrum begins with user story requirements, which highlight the key features within performance and testing requirements. From there, a team will progress through 1 to 4 week cycles that aid in value creation by working with flexibility and avoidance of shifting prioritization and advanced questioning from team introduction. Scrum has similarities to other testing methodologies like Waterfall's early emphasis on detailed documentation. However, Scrum differs within the absence of advanced requirements because of the concrete restraints within the concrete restraints within that type of documentation process that can combat adaptability. Scrum administers more regulatory collaboration to increase communication and alignment between the testers and developers, which is usually spearheaded by a Scrum Master that keeps the project task oriented for effectiveness and efficiency. Scrum is best utilized for project teams who require high volume activity of product unveiling and those accompanying changes by their customers and stakeholders' direct involvement. In addition to more normative aspect of agile methodologies in development, Scrum methodology is inclusive of determination of criteria acceptance, which is based on communication, the uses of criteria acceptance for code development, team assurance, and code testing, and that's prior to production. I'm sorry, I was reading from my printout there. A lot of information. Next was Kanban or Kanban. I hate to say it wrong 1,000 times, but Kanban is a simplistic approach to agile methodology because of its basis in manufacturing and prioritization of current stage developments in processes left within like things to do, things that are in development, things that are in testing, and things that are already done. Unlike the restraints of Scrum methodologies, Kanban is not time sensitive or time specific. Rather, it's based in priority, which requires the team approach to maintain extreme closeness, where team members have the ability to assist in various and multiple areas, to again highlight that agile components of flexibility and adaptability. Within waterfall comparisons, Kanban does have some time requirements. However, those requirements fluctuate because of the team's brainstorm analysis being contingent upon developer selection, and that's from testing backlogs, which decreases most deadline issues and struggles. Kanban offers ease within a team's transition and speed of code to production formulations, but it will need continued communication between developers, testers, and business analysts to combat the technical depths because of developmental ambiguity and code reusage. Kanban is best utilized within small teams that focus on maintenance, research aspects, and flexible time management, rather than teams that produce, public-centered features with hardline release dates. In addition to noted visibility and prioritization attributes, Kanban must be inclusive of openness with communication. That's it. That's with developers, testers, and business analysts. Team assurance of agile components like flexibility, again, and adaptability, as well as with team member assistance in multiple areas and transparency within the product ownership to ensure quality results. Lastly, will be extreme programming. Extreme programming is going to be the most specific of the agile frameworks or methodologies, and that aims for production of higher quality software as well as higher quality of livelihood for the developmental team. XP, which is extreme programming for short, is highlighted within areas of environments with dynamic changes in software requirements, risk mitigated by fixation of like time-sensitive projects, which kind of use new technologies, smaller developmental teams, as well as within technology aspects utilize within technology aspects utilized that allow for automation unit and functionality testing. The value system associated with XP is comprised of proper communication, understanding simplicity, attaining constant feedback, action-based courage, and respect with working relationships. Now, within a practical sense, XP is connected with within advancements that aid progress in planning, informative workspaces, focusing on energizing team working habits, pair programming for more effective and efficient functionality. Sorry, I think I read something. Descriptive story descriptions for meaningful customer user relationships. Iterative weekly cycling and quarter cycling, areas for rest and slack, time areas of team building, like 10-minute time areas of team building, code testing within continuous integration, practice testing, practicing test first programming and incremental design, role development specifics for customers, developers, trackers, and coaches, as well as customized life cycling, definitions, origins within improvement of system performance, and interdependence within primary contributions and methodologies. I know that was a lot, but again, the extreme programming is again one of the most specific of these agile methodologies. In closing, within future-driven aspects of agile testing and methodologies, continue widespread adoption will increase, and so will greater maturation that will force software testers to extend past creation and execution principles and into like code delivery and integration advancement. Also, software testers will have to focus on skills with automation, increase involvement in the overall developmental process, like software process, and increase collaboration with developers, which should require expert analysis with development and product utilization. Ultimately, this will provide a more holistic, testing strategy approach and the role of placement of quality champions through future aspects of agile communication, skill diversity, as well as maintaining a business mindset. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold. That is my presentation. Again, it's the second page of 2. Sorry to be so alliterative. thank you for all your time, and I welcome any questions, comments, and criticisms. And y'all have a blessed day. All right. Thank you so much.